Do you need an LLC or a corporation in order to start making money online? Now, we're going all the way down the rabbit hole here today. I'm going to help you answer this question for yourself in a way that's going to get you confidence so you can blaze forward building your side hustle or your online business that can help you escape from the rat race. Now, before we enter the rabbit hole, it's worth noting I'm not a CPA. I'm not a lawyer, okay? I was a customer support representative who built a niche site nights and weekends with my wife, and that site has gone on to make millions of dollars online, and it currently makes $1 million plus per year each and every year and has for several years running. So I'm sharing with you what I've learned, but you need to know you're probably in a different state than I am. You might be in a different country than I am. So I'm going to share with you my insights that I've learned to help you gain clarity, and I'll also share when and how and where you might want to go get additional local information, because I'll talk about some of the nuances I know about in a few states, right? I haven't lived in all 50 states, but I've been in a few. Now, the first distinction I want you to really truly understand is the difference between a W-2 employee, okay, someone who earns a paycheck, this was me as a customer support representative, and a 1099 independent contractor. So the concept of a 1099 versus a W-2, that's the concept of how are you earning your income? What is reported to the Internal Revenue Service from the people who paid you money? Because every time we business owners pay somebody money, as long as it's over $600 per year, we are legally required to file documentation to say that I paid Sally Joe $750 last year. Now, if they are an employee, I have to file payroll and all that jazzmatazz, Social Security, etc. If they're an independent contractor, all I have to do is pay them their money and I file a 1099. Individuals, okay, now we're going to layer 2 of the information. Individuals are able to earn 1099s as an individual. So technically speaking, you can operate, and this is called sole proprietorship. Okay, so you're able to operate as a sole proprietor, as an independent contractor, and you have to give them your social security number in this situation. And when they pay you out money, they file with the IRS to your social security number saying, I paid this social security number, this person's name, this much money on the 1099, and then you are legally required to report on that and to pay taxes on this. So sole proprietorship is your default state of operation if you choose to start operating as a business as an individual. And it's all based off of your social security number. If and when you decide to make the leap over to the side of an LLC or an S corporation, that is when you actually start operating as a separate, unique entity, and then you can file for what's called an EIN, which is an employment identification number. And instead of giving your social security number to the affiliate program or to the platform like Etsy, if you're selling on Etsy, for example, because they need to know who to report those earnings to, and instead of putting your social security out there, you get to put the EIN out there as a replacement. And of course, you can start operating as a sole proprietor, and eventually you can shift over to being an S Corp owner or an LLC. And I'll talk about that, those distinctions a little bit here in a minute. But you can change mid-game a few years down the line. Now, why do you want to change? Why would you not want to just operate as a sole proprietor from day one? Okay, before I get there, to make sure this is abundantly clear, you can begin operating as an affiliate marketer. You can go sign up for an affiliate program. You can give them your social security number and your name. You will receive a 1099 for all earnings, and you are in business. There's literally nothing that you need to file at a federal level. There may be some local gross receipts tax and there may be some county taxes, but the way I like to think about the state level taxes and the county taxes, if you aren't managing the end transaction, then that is passed on to whoever is. So if you're selling hand knitted beanies on Etsy, when the user goes and checks out on Etsy, Etsy charges that user tax and pays all of the relevant taxes in addition to charging you. Etsy then treats you as a 1099 independent contractor, and Etsy pays you out for the cost of the goods sold. So you get to avoid all of the BS of the state taxes. Now, if you're going to go set up shop and you want to own that transaction and they purchase on your actual website, you may be on the hook for county taxes, state taxes, gross receipts taxes, which many states have. You're going to have to go figure that out. Okay. How do you find a CPA who can help you with that? There's a wonderful group called BNI, Business Networking International. It's a bunch of local professionals in your area who get together once a week or once every other week to network and share leads with each other. You can go find your local BNI chapter and you can show up as a guest. They'll try to sell you on joining. You don't have to join, but you can go ask around for a local independent CPA who works with small business owners, who understands digital businesses. And that's a great way for you to find a local recommendation from local business owners in your area, is through BNI. So operating as a sole proprietor, you're running on your social security number, you're going to get a 1099 as long as the affiliate vendor or the platform is actually transacting at that sale, and voila, you're on the path. Go get them, right? Giddy up. Then why would you want to change? This is where we get into self-employment tax. So as a sole proprietor on a 1099, you are considered self-employed. So there is an additional 15% self-employment tax on top of the normal taxes. Meaning when you transition over to an LLC, when you transition over to an S corporation from being a sole proprietor, you're going to get about 15% of your tax removed, because it removes all of those self-employment taxes. And there are potentially other benefits going with an S corporation. So there's extra taxes called self-employment taxes. Is it a big deal? Well, if you're not making any money, no, it's not a big deal. If you're actually bringing in $100,000 per year profit, I think it becomes about a $15,000 per year deal. Now, again, that number probably changes. That tax rate changes. I have no clue what it is today. I had to deal with this at one point several years ago. My CPA was saying, Miles, you need to start a corporation. I didn't. Miles, you need to start an S corporation. I didn't. And then finally one year she was like, Miles, you paid an extra $12,347 in taxes this year. And had you actually set up that S corporation like I told you, you wouldn't have paid all those taxes. And you know what happened? That year I filed for my business. So what I'm trying to get at is that if you're making $6,500 per year, the amount of money you would have, time and money, you would have to invest to start an LLC, to then file an additional tax preparation, right? Because the LLC has to file taxes and then you personally have to file taxes. You might actually want to hire a lawyer to write that up for you at that point. You might want to hire a CPA to do all of this for you. You might want to have a bookkeeper for you. Those are added expenses. And if you ain't making no money, then there's no profit to pay for those extra expenses. And it makes absolutely no point. It's purposeless to start paying extra money before you're earning enough to warrant you spending that extra money. So where's that threshold? I don't know where that is for you. It really truly depends on your location. This is what a CPA can help you with. But let's just use that 15% number, assuming that is the correct number, and it probably has changed and will change, but it's going to be in that range. So if you made 30 grand last year, what's 15% of 30 grand? Well, that's about three and a half, I don't know, 6, 8 grand, something like that. At this point, it starts to make sense for you to do the work. Just take however much profit that you actually made from your side hustle, from your internet-based business, and then run 15% on that. And when that number gets up over $2,500, then it starts to necessitate, well, you could start your corporation, you can get everything set up, you can have a tax preparer, CPA, do your taxes for you. And all of that is covered by what you would save by eliminating the self-employment tax. And way too many people go build all this infrastructure first. They haven't proven that they can help anyone online. They haven't proven that they can grow an audience online. They haven't proven that they can drive traffic online. They haven't proven that they can make commissions online. And they're just literally resisting doing the actual work of building a profitable business by doing all of these logistical things that feel like work, but it's just a form of busy work that costs you money and it wastes your time if you're not actually making any money online. Now, if you aren't making money online yet, if you aren't on the path, I have taught it 100% freely here on YouTube, but I do also have a free course available on my website. It's at milesbeckler.com/free. It's my affiliate marketing crash course. It teaches you my 11-step process that I've used over and over and over to build niche sites that grow from nothing to 6 figures and sometimes even to 7-figure websites quickly. I teach that whole process 100% free. Again, milesbeckler.com/free. So here are the keys for you to hold on to be able to answer this question. Who controls that transaction? Are you trying to control the transaction, or are you willing to let them control the transaction? This is why I love being an affiliate. I operated as an affiliate marketer for at least 5 or 6 years, probably 1 or 2 years too long, right? I probably paid a little additional taxes on that, but all I cared about in those early days was making some goddamn extra money on the side, right? Sorry for the explicative there, but most people are doing all this other busy work that's not actually bringing home any bacon. And if you're serious about building a business online, you need to start making money as soon as humanly possible. So first thing, be an affiliate, grow your audience, whether you use a YouTube channel, whether you go down the path of blogging, which is my number one recommendation, or whether you're using social media. Go grow an audience through content, get those people on an email list, and help those people get what they want as an affiliate. As you start to earn commissions, it's just going to come into you at the end of the year. And you're going to have to just claim that additional income that shows up on the 1099s. They'll send you a 1099 at the end of the year. Amazon's going to say, hey, here's how much we paid you. Everyone must file those 1099s at the end of the year. So right now I'm recording this January 22nd. By the end of January, all these businesses that I have made money with, for, and through as an affiliate, they're all going to be sending me my 1099s. I just go get all those 1099s. I take them over to my tax lady, and we just double check that everything's counted once and not counted twice. Sometimes PayPal will also try to send you 1099, and the 7 people who use PayPal to pay you will also send you a 1099. This is where bookkeeping comes in. So if you're an affiliate or if you're selling your own products, sell through a platform. Allow someone else to manage that transaction, and you've made your life easy. You can operate through your social security number as a sole proprietor, and there is some sort of number that when you get over this threshold, right, then you're going to be paying more in taxes than it would actually cost to avoid those taxes, and tax avoidance is legal when you're setting up entities and structures. So in my scenario, my tax lady wanted me to get an S corporation instead of an LLC. You can have an LLC taxed as an S corporation, but what that allows us to do is I pay myself a reasonable wage. So I have to figure out what a reasonable wage is for me. The IRS and my tax lady won't tell me what that number is. But once I pay myself a reasonable wage, however much is left can be taken as an owner distribution. So I don't actually have to pay self-employment tax, and I don't have to pay Social Security, and I don't have to pay unemployment insurance, and I don't have to pay payroll taxes on that extra dividend that I pay myself as a business owner. So I get some of my money as a W-2 employee through my S corporation. This is how I can qualify for mortgages. This is how banks know that I'm a real person, because I have wages in a W-2 wage, but I don't do all of my income as wages because that would put me in a very high tax bracket. I'm in a terrible tax bracket anyway, but I take some of it as an owner distribution, which means I pay a little bit less taxes on some of those. That's what my CPA recommended for me, and I'm just following my CPA's recommendation. You need to figure out what your local CPA who's going to help you with this recommends for you. Again, if you want the affiliate marketing crash course, you can get it for free, milesbeckler.com/free. That will get you it. If you have questions about this, you can get at me below, but ultimately the big picture here is that you can start through your social security number. I recommend getting a separate bank account, even if you're operating as a sole proprietor, even if you're operating as an individual. Start another bank account and run all of your business transactions through a separate bank account. Technically speaking, you can run it through your normal bank account, but when it comes time to figure out what expenses did you pay for, what hosting, what themes, your legal documents, all these little things that you will eventually end up paying for to grow your business online, when those are all isolated in a separate bank account, it's just another bank account in your name, right? You got the big W over here, and you go to the big B over there, whatever, and you just know that this one is your business account and that one is your personal account. And then when you start making a bunch of money out of your business account, that's what you can use, right? You now have money inside of that separate account that's earmarked for setting up the S corporation or the LLC, for paying for the CPA, for filing the taxes, and all of those bits and pieces. Just remember, if you ain't making no money yet, you ain't got to worry about none of this. You need to worry about making some money. How do you make money online? You grow an audience of people who know you, like you, and trust you by publishing useful content that answers their questions. ideas from here is keyword research and search engine optimization. Once you have your audience growing, you want to build an email list because all these platforms are actually against you and they will try to mess with you, right? The Google algorithm is going to mess with you. The YouTube algorithm is going to mess with you. YouTube algorithm's always messing with my channel. I got good months and bad months, et cetera, et cetera. So I need to make sure that I'm building an asset I own and control, which is my email list. We do this through opt-in pages for lead magnets. And then once they're on my email list, I just focus in on really helping you get what you want. So if you go through my free affiliate marketing crash course, I'm going to show you everything. On that path to building a real business online, there's a few things that you do need to buy, and I recommend them to you as the ones that I use, and I show you how to set it all up. And if you click through my links, I earn a commission. So you don't pay me for the course, you just get the course for free. You get to learn, you get the result you want, which is building a real niche site that's actually going to grow into a real business based on my proven 11-step system. And then I earn a commission when you actually take my recommendations for the required tools and things on that path. This is how the game works. I've now explained it to you how it works for me so you can know. Full disclosure, there's affiliate links inside of that free course, but that free course is better than a lot of the paid stuff out here. And you still got to buy hosting. You still got to get your theme, whether you pay for the course or whether you get my free course. Either way, it's up to you. I hope you blaze forward. That's the key. Go forth, grow your audience, start making money, build your life raft. The economic ship may be going down, and it's up to you to build that life raft for your family, for your community, so you could be that economic engine that saves folks when inflation keeps going up, when eggs keep getting more expensive, when houses keep getting more expensive. If you want to live a comfortable life in 2028 and 2032, your ass better get into gear. You better start building and hustling. So eliminate the non-essential questions of, do I need an LLC or not? Get past that. You need to go make money. And when you're making 10, 20, 30, 40 grand a year extra, then talk to a local professional. You have money to pay for a local professional. You have money to get help setting it all up. You'll get money. You'll have the money you need to get somebody to file all the taxes and do all that BS for you to make sure that all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. And those folks down there at that place that we don't want to talk to them, they're all happy because it's all done on the up and up. I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to seeing you inside of my free crash course at milesbeckler.com/free. And I hope to hear about your success blazing forward as an internet entrepreneur. You can do this. It takes a lot of effort, but boy, is it ever worthwhile. Catch you on the next video.